G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm doing a comparison video between two very similar lights in terms of UI, functions, lumens and all that, but very different lights because one of them would be considered, I guess, a budget light, being the Wurkkos FC12, and one of them would be considered more of a mainstream light, being the Fenix PD35 version 3.0. All right, let's check them out. Okay, just comparing the batteries first. They are both 18650 button top protected cells. They are both lithium ion. The Wurkkos is 3.7 volts with 3000 milliamps, and the Fenix is 3.6 volts with 2600 milliamps. The Fenix has a charging port on the battery there, which is a micro USB, and the Wurkkos has no charging port on the battery, but has a charging port in the actual light itself there, and that takes USB-C. Now, in terms of accessories, so the Wurkkos comes with 2 spare O-rings and a lanyard, and it will also come with your USB-C to USB-A charger. As well as that, it will come with your Wurkkos FC12 user manual. The Fenix will come with a couple more things. It will come with a holster. And as far as Fenix holsters go, this is one of the most decent ones I've seen. It's got some nice little material on the inside. It's quite strong on the outside. It's it's very, very well done, this one. Only gripe with it is I would have liked to have seen a reinforced belt clip here, because if that splits or breaks or anything, then this becomes absolutely useless. You will also get your USB-A to micro USB charger, and as I said before, that will charge the battery. You'll get your user manual, your warranty card. So this is something to think of when shopping on grey market, guys, because the Wurkkos will be on grey market sites like AliExpress and things like that, whereas Fenix you can get from authorized retailers, and when you get it from an authorized retailer, you'll get a warranty card. So that means that your light will be under warranty, and if anything goes wrong, as long as it's still under warranty and it hasn't been misused, take it back to the retailer and they will have to honor that warranty. You'll also get a PD35 version 3.0 user manual, and you will get this little pamphlet which advertises other lights. And finally, in this little bag of goodies, you will get 2 spare O-rings and a lanyard as well. And the lanyard from the Fenix is proper quality, whereas the lanyard from the Wurkkos, don't know how to say it correctly, is just your standard typical lanyard, no stopper or anything. So, just these little things when you compare budget lights to mainstream lights, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and install the batteries. So the PD35 has a spring at the tail cap, but no spring down at the head. And the Wurkkos has a spring at the tail cap and a spring down at the head. If you can see that, not really, hang on. There you go. So that's nice. That's nice to see on a budget light. All right, now let's go over the design and feel of both of them. So we'll start with the Wurkkos. To be honest, it feels pretty sturdy. For a budget light, it feels very sturdy, feels very good. Does it tail stand? Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No. No. So the tail cap is just a little bit too far protruding, which is so silly. I don't know why they wouldn't just shorten it or raise the edges just a little bit to ensure tail standing. But so we'll start at the tail, I guess. The clicky now, very responsive. Nice to click. Doesn't feel too firm, but still nice to click. And there's the double tap for turbo. Now, 2-way pocket clip, brilliant. Really, really nice to see. You can whack this on your hat if you want. The body is quite nice. I actually really like this this knurling and finish. It's grippy. It's not sharp. It looks cool. Check that out. It feels nice. So yeah, I'm okay with the body there. Now your onboard charging, very deep as well. Very, very deep onboard charging port. So that's nice. enormous little flap there to push right in securely. And when you push it in, it really does feel nice and secure. Now you've got your heat sinks here, quite shallow, but still nice that they're there. You've got your side switch, which is useless whilst off, but when on, it changes cycles and you can change modes and things like that. I'll go through. And there is your smooth reflector with the SFT40 down there. So that is really, really cool. And another cool thing is the head completely comes off, not just the head, but the actual top head. So you can, I guess it makes it easier to do like an emitter swap and things like that. So there's the LED and the smooth reflector right there. So I'll just be very careful with that and do that up before I drop it or do something silly. So all in all, I know this is a budget light, but it doesn't feel very budgety. It feels really, really nice quality. Really does. All right, now the Fenix. Okay, so I know I said this feels nice quality because it does. But when you pick the Fenix up, you notice the difference. You notice, oh, okay, that's why this is a budget light and this is a mainstream light, because this is what quality feels like. Let's start at the head. So we've got a crenulated bezel here. We have a smooth reflector with the SFT40 down the middle there, same LED. And if we just take a look at the difference in how the LED is placed, so the hole in the reflector down the bottom has plenty of room for the SFT40 in the Fenix, but in the Wurkkos, it's covering a lot of the LED. So that's just something to take note of as well when it comes to budget lights. So this looks like it's done really, really well. This looks like it's kind of just been potentially forced in there. But I don't know too much about the way LEDs and reflectors need to sit. This method might be fine, but when I look at it, this has got the entire LED exposed, so I'm guessing that would be better. Now, side switch on the Fenix is also useless from off, but when I'm pushing them, to be honest, the Wurkkos actually feels nicer. It feels nicer and more responsive, and it's rubber. I like rubber. This is plastic, and it still feels fine, but it doesn't feel as nice and clicky, see, as the Wurkkos. But the body on the Fenix, look at the slender body. Look at that. Same battery, same LED, but the host is it's so much slimmer and slender. I love this Fenix host. So yeah, really nice body, nice knurling, typical Fenix knurling. And then your tail cap is the same as plenty other Fenixes in the PD series. Pocket clip, let's see. Yep, nice and tense, which is good. Let me see this pocket clip. So yeah, not very tense at all. That's a problem for me. But yeah, nice tense pocket clip in the Fenix. And we've got raised edges, just like the Wurkkos. We've got room for lanyard holes right there. No tail standing on the Fenix either. But let's see the tail switch. So oh wow, momentary is, God, you barely got to touch it. That is gorgeous. And then let's see the click. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, hang on. Okay. There is an astronomical difference between this tail clicky and the Wurkkos tail clicky, in my opinion. This tail clicky is just sensitive as anything, so momentary is just a pleasure. And listen to the click, will ya? That is sensational. And now this one. So this one definitely feels budget, whereas this one feels absolutely quality. So just another small little difference. Wurkkos's side switch I like better, to be honest, but tail switch on the Fenix absolutely kills it. All right, let's do measurements. So the Wurkkos comes in at 13.6 centimeters. That's from head to tail clicky. And the Fenix comes in at 13.1 centimeters. So about half a centimeter difference in size. There you go there. Now, face width of the Wurkkos is 2.1 centimeters. And face width of the Fenix is 2.5 centimeters. So thinner bezel and face So thinner bezel and face, as you can see there. Body width of the Wurkkos is 2.3 centimeters. Body width of the Fenix is 2.2 centimeters. So just a smaller body there. And then tail cap is 2.4 centimeters wide for the Wurkkos and 2.4 as well from the Fenix. So very, very, very similar lights in their dimensions. Slightly slimmer body is the Fenix and slightly larger face is the Fenix, but slightly smaller in height is the Fenix as well. All right, let's weigh them. So battery and pocket clip included. The Wurkkos comes in at 130.2 grams and the Fenix comes in at 131.7 grams. Wow, these are evenly matched. How good is that? All right, so in terms of UI, these lights are actually rather different. Let's start with the Wurkkos. So with the Wurkkos, if you want to get to your moonlight mode or your eco mode, press and hold the side switch and then click the tail cap. That is going to come on in eco mode, which is 1 lumen, and that 1 lumen is going to last for 230 hours. Now, if you want to cycle up from moonlight mode, just click the side switch once, and then it'll get into your low mode, which is 80 lumens, and you'll have that for 21 hours. Now, if I click the side switch again, that's going to go into your medium mode. Medium mode is 300 lumens. There it is there. And that is going to last for 7.5 hours. And if I click one more time, it gets to high mode. Now, high mode is 800 lumens and it'll last for 3.5 hours. In high mode, it'll reach roughly 232 meters. Now, if I go to cycle again, it's going to go down to low. So you're cycling, you can't get to moonlight mode through the cycle and you can't get to turbo through the cycle. It's only low, medium and high through the cycle. And this is group 1 because there is another group. Now, if I want turbo from the side switch, I can double click, 1, 2. There you have turbo. So turbo is 2000 lumens. It'll last for 2.5 hours and it will reach 345 meters. Now, if I want strobe, 1, 2, 3. And if you double click from strobe, you will get SOS. And if you double click again, you will get beacon. So that's really, really cool. Strobe, and just click once to go back into whatever output you were before strobe. And to turn the light off, I hit the tail switch. But in group mode 1, if you want instant access to turbo, you can quickly push the tail switch twice, and on the second one, click it in. So half press and then full press, and that will give you your turbo straight away. Now, if you want to change modes, when the light is on, so you got to turn the light on, and when the light's on, you hold down the side switch and keep holding until it flashes. Okay, now we are in group mode 2, and group mode 2 only has turbo and medium. So turbo and medium mode, that's it. But it also has, if I press the side switch and then the tail cap, it also has access to your moonlight mode, which is really cool that you get moonlight mode in both modes. Now, if I want strobe in group mode 2, instead of clicking 3 times on the side switch, 1, 2, 3, it'll do nothing, right? So the side switch can only cycle from medium to high in group mode 2. But if I want strobe, from off, I half press and then full press. So half full and you've got strobe. So the same way you get to turbo from group 1, you'll get to strobe in group mode 2. Another cool thing about group mode 2 is that it'll always come on in turbo. So turn it off in medium mode, turn it back on, turbo every time. Really, really cool to see. All right, so the UI with the Fenix. Now, the Fenix will come on in whatever output you left it off in, and you can only turn it on from the tail cap, same as the Wurkkos. But with the side switch, it'll just cycle. So right now I've got it in eco mode, and eco is 5 lumens. You'll get that for 230 hours. Cycling up, you'll get 50 lumens, which you'll get for 26.5 hours. Medium mode, you'll get to 150 lumens, and that will last for 8.5 hours. High mode is 600 lumens, and that'll last for 2 hours and 35 minutes. And then turbo is 1700 lumens, which will last for 1 hour and 25 minutes, but it will reach 357 meters. Now, if I press and hold the side switch from on, it will give me strobe. Single press, straight back to the last output, and then tail cap press, turns the light off. So let's check out both of them. Let's get them both to, oh, hang on. I'll have to get the Wurkkos back to group mode 1. So I just press and hold, that's right. Okay, now I'm back to group mode 1. Okay, so the Wurkkos right now is on 80 lumens and the Fenix is on 5 lumens, but I'll just cycle the Fenix up, so now we're even. So the Fenix has got 50 lumens here for 26.5 hours. Wurkkos is 80 lumens for 21 hours. Now, check out the difference in beam at the moment. You've got a bit of a yellowy tint in the Fenix, and it's just all white in the Wurkkos. Now, cycling up. So, the Fenix is now at 150 lumens, and that'll last for 8.5 hours. And the Wurkkos is at 300 lumens, which will last for 7.5 hours. It's pretty good run times in the Wurkkos so far. More lumens and not much less runtime, so that's pretty cool. Now, cycling up again, you've got 600 lumens for the Fenix, which will last for 2 hours and 35 minutes. And cycling up with the Wurkkos, you've got your 800 lumen for 3.5 hours. And the final cycle with Fenix is your turbo, 1700 lumens for 1 hour and 25 minutes. And then if I double click, I'll get to turbo here, which is 2000 lumens. Fenix lasts for 1.5 hours, Wurkkos for 2.5 hours. I don't know the step down though, so I'm going to put them both down. Let's see how they go in a step down if I leave them next to each other. All right, so there's been a pretty significant step down from the Wurkkos, and oh yeah, wow, that's hot as. Fenix head is hot, but not crazy hot, but Wurkkos is crazy hot. So I'm just going to get it out of, just going to turn it off actually, and let's turn this off too. So in terms of heat and step downs, the Wurkkos heated up a lot quicker than the Fenix, and it stepped down more dramatically, and it's certainly got very, very hot in that head. I can touch it now, but boy, I couldn't touch it when I picked it up. All right, let's take these outside, see how they do on turbo against each other, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts, prices, and where to buy. See you in a sec. All right, the Fenix PD35 and the Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. All right, so what I'm seeing is a larger hotspot in the Fenix. There's the Wurkkos. Wurkkos is a bit cooler in the light, in the color. Wurkkos there, Fenix there. Fenix here, Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. Yeah, so more distinct hotspot in the Fenix, definitely. Definitely more light in the Fenix as well. But the Wurkkos is still holding its own. I've got no problems with it. It's just that the Fenix is kind of blowing it out of the water in performance. Over there, over 100 meters away, that tree, Fenix, Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. Over in the field, Fenix, Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. All right, that's about it, guys. Fenix, actually, yeah, Fenix, Wurkkos. That's a good one. Fenix, Wurkkos. Fenix, Wurkkos. All right, see ya. All right, so I definitely prefer the performance of the Fenix. Wurkkos is admirable for the price and being a budget light. Absolutely, it does a brilliant job. But the Fenix is just, it's more of a quality build. It performs better. It lasts longer. The run times are spec'd to last longer on Wurkkos, but the step downs will happen quicker in the Wurkkos. Now, the Fenix is available at lightshop.com.au, comes in at 140 bucks. I will link it, but I will also link a discount code. And the Wurkkos you can get from Amazon or probably eBay or AliExpress or something like that. Look, as far as a grey market kind of light goes, it's a pretty good light, but I would be choosing the Fenix 10 times out of 10 over the Wurkkos. It's just my opinion. I mean, the Wurkkos, I've seen it for $90 on AliExpress. I've seen it for $70 or something on Amazon. I'm sure it's on eBay. I'm sure it's on heaps of grey market areas. But, you know, it's not that much more for the Fenix. And the Fenix, you're getting reliability. You're getting a warranty card. You're getting it from an authorized dealer, which you can literally pick up the phone and call them if there's any issues. It's just a no-brainer to me, to be honest. They're both great lights, but, you know, I'm going to be choosing the Fenix every single time. And that's because I'm going to be choosing quality over price every single time, but also I'm going to be choosing authorized dealers over grey markets every time. That's just me. All right, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. You know the drill. Until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.